the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Everybody subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and click that red button right there, and also click that bell for notifications and select all. All right. Yo, Escapes and Graphics. We are back in the building with another GTA 5 mod tutorial for you, and today we are doing a updated version on installing 5Real LA Revo. All right. This one is created by ADNR Studios. Shout out to the creator. I am on the creator's Patreon. This is where you're going to need to go in order to download the files, but you're going to have to become a Patreon first. So let me go ahead and show you the tiers. All right. This is the tier that I suggest you get right here. It will be the top tier. It's Diamond. Okay, the top tier is called Diamond. Inside the Diamond tier, you will get the real traffic, which is replacing all the cars with real cars in the game. You will also get LA Revo, the basement pack, and all the early updates. Okay, so if you get the Diamond tier, you will receive 5Real LA Revo and all the previous updates until right now when you join. Okay, so you'll be all ready to go with this one. Now, once you get this tier for 1 month, you can cancel after you get everything in 1 month, and then go and get the gold tier. The gold tier will keep you updated with 5Real updates and real traffic as well. Okay, if you look right here, inside of the tier, all the information is right here as well. Okay, so if you get the Diamond tier for 1 month, you will receive the real traffic, LA Revo, and the basement pack and all the early updates. After that month, you could go and become a Patreon of the gold tier. Okay, that will keep you updated with all the updates. All right, and like I said, read the information here as well inside of the tiers, just in case you want updates for 5M only. There is other tiers for that as well. Okay, so make sure you read all these tiers. Okay, so after you have joined the Diamond and you have your things you have all your files downloaded, before you join the Discord, before you become a Patreon of ADNR Studios, make sure that you have your Discord connected to your Patreon. Okay, it's very important you have your Discord connected to your Patreon. There's going to be a important file you need to get from 5Real's Discord. This is going to be your downgrade files. Okay, so make sure that you have your Discord connected to your Patreon before you join 5Real's Patreon. Okay, all right. Once you have that, your Diamond, and you have all of your files downloaded, it should look something like this. On my left hand side, I have all of my files that I need to install 5Real and LA Revo. Most important thing you're going to get is your 5Real basement pack, and then you are going to get another folder that says 5Real all updates. And then if you go, when you go to Discord and go to the proper channel, you are going to have your downgrade file. Okay, now there's a couple of things we want to go through before we get started. All right, I'm going to bring up this README right here. This README is important steps that come along with the 5Real LA Revo. Okay, so let's go ahead and start from the top. Before you get started, you're going to need to downgrade your game. Okay, and it's important that you remove your mods folder or rename your mods folder, because once we downgrade the game, it is going to automatically delete your mods folder and create a new one. Okay, so it's very important that if you have a mods folder already, rename your mod. If you want to keep your mods folder, rename it to something else, and then you could go ahead and proceed with the downgrading. All right, and then there's also a reason why we have to downgrade right here, and there is a special instructions for those of you that are using LSPDFR. Okay, the author provides us information. It says if you decide not to downgrade anyway, you need to replace game config with the one for latest version. We will provide this game config in our update files in folder of add-ons, LSPDFR, because LSPDFR is one of the main reasons why you don't want to downgrade your game. Okay, so I don't play with LSPDFR, but just in case you do, you might not want to downgrade your game. Okay, as it could mess up some files. Okay, so now that we went over that, let's go ahead and minimize this. And let's go over to our GTA 5 directory. I have it opened up right here on the right hand side. Now, like I mentioned before, you want to get rid of your mods folder. If you have mods in there you want to keep, then you can go ahead and take the mods folder and name it something else. I'll take this and just name it something. Okay. Oh yeah, see? That way the mods folder could create on its own, and it's not going to mess with any of my old mods. Okay. And then one other thing also, I would suggest if you have a scripts folder, I would suggest you do not have to delete your scripts folder, but I would simply just go ahead and name that to something else. You could just put, like a number behind scripts, and it automatically would not be called because it has to be named scripts by itself. And the reason I do that, and the reason I suggest that, is because you want to make sure after you install 5rel completely, you want to make sure that everything's running smoothly. You want to make sure that you don't have anything in your scripts folder that could conflict with anything that comes with 5rel. Okay, so after you install 5rel, then install your scripts. I would suggest installing your scripts one by one and running the game after each script you install, just to make sure that the game in 5rel is still running smooth. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, let's bring up another one right here. These right here inside of the README that we had opened earlier, they have 3 versions of downgrades. So if you have a Rockstar launcher version of GTA 5, which means you have bought your GTA 5 through the Rockstar launcher, then you will use this link right here in order to download your downgrade files. Okay, and then you also have one for Steam, and then one for Epic Games version. So make sure that you get the correct version of the downgrade that you need. All right. For me, I'm using the Steam version. All right. So this is the Steam version I'm using right here. And it's also important that we have our Open4 installed as well. Don't worry, I will have all of the links required in order for us to install FiveM successfully. All of those links will be linked down in the description. Okay. Except for these downgrade files. Okay, these downgrade files, you're going to have to find these on the Discord. All right, on the Discord of 5rel. Okay, now when we have our mods folder gone, we completely got rid of our mods folder, then we can open up Open4. Make sure that you have your edit mode turned on. Boom, it's on. Now we can go ahead and select the downgrade file. Okay, make sure before you go and start the downgrade, make sure you have got rid of your mods folder or renamed your mods folder to something else. All right, now let's go ahead and drag and drop this in here, and then select install. And before you even select install, if you read, they will let you know the information that this will downgrade your Steam game to version 2372 and delete your mods. So make sure you have backup if you need it. All right, so let's go ahead and click install. All right, and then select mods folder. Even though we got rid of our mods folder, this downgrade is going to create a new mods folder. So go ahead and select mods folder, and then select install confirm installation. All right, after that is done installing, let's go ahead and move towards our basement pack. Okay, we have to install the basement pack first before any updates. Okay, so open up the 5rel basement pack. Inside that basement pack, we're going to have a folder that says add-ons. Let's just go through everything first. Inside of add-ons, if you are installing MVE, okay, and you need some compatibility so that MVE can run smooth with 5rel or vice versa, then they do have some things inside of here also. Okay, if you're running MVE, we're not going to go through this MVE part because I don't have MVE installed, but just in case you do, you want to click inside MVE and read the installation text document. Next one down is going to be our LA Revo 2.0 basement pack uninstaller. Okay, so after you have installed 5rel and LA Revo and you want to uninstall it, they do have uninstaller packages for LA Revo and the Real Traffic basement pack inside of the add-ons folder. Okay, now let's go back down, and if you go to the next folder down, you have how to link Discord to Patreon. All right, and these are the steps right here on how to link your Discord to the Patreon. Patreon have recently updated their website, so things might not exactly look how it is in these pictures, but the information is still there on how to connect your Discord to your Patreon, as you can see. All right, so let's go down to the installation files. Okay, installation files is right here. Let's go ahead and open that up. And inside that is a folder that's going to say important step. Okay, this important step is going to have this README in it, the README that we read earlier. And the first one that we want to start installing, as you can see, they're numbered right here. It says 0, important step, number 1, LA Revo 2.0, Number 2 is real traffic, and 3 is trainer. Okay, so we got to install them in order. Like I told you already, 0 is just a text document. We want to start with number 1, LA Revo 2.0. So let's open that one up. And inside there, you're going to find 5 OIV packages, okay? And they are numbered part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Please install these in order, okay? So start with 1, then go to 2, 3, 4, and then 5, okay? So we're going to start with 1, select 1, drag and drop part 1 of LA Revo into Open 4. Package installer window will open up. Select install, select mods folder, and select install confirm installation. When that's done, we're going to go to the next one. Drag and drop the next one inside here, which is LA Revo 2.0 part 2. Drag and drop. Select install, mods folder, and install confirm installation. Then you're going to follow that same process all the way down the line in order. Go part 3, and then part 4, and then part 5. Once you have done all 5 parts of LA Revo, go back, and now we want to go inside the second folder. Real traffic folder. Open that one up. All right, we're going to have credits in a disclaimer text document if you like to read. Then we're going to start with installing real traffic. You want to select part 1. These are labeled part 1, part 2, and part 3. So there's 3 parts to real traffic. You want to install them in order. So start off with part 1. Select it, drag and drop in Open 4. Select install, mods folder, install confirm installation. And after that, you want to go to part 2 and repeat the same process. You want to go to part 2, drag and drop in Open 4, install that, and then go to part 3 and install that last, okay? After you installed all 3 parts in order, let's go back. They also have one number 3, which is the trainer inside here. This will be a text document with a link to a trainer that they suggest that you have. Okay, this is going to be the Z menu by Zolica. Feel free to install that as well. I will leave a link down in the description to a video that I made on a tutorial on how to install Z menu. I will leave that link down in the description as well if you want to have Z menu installed also. Okay, now let's go back. Now that we're all done with the installation files in the basement pack, let's go back again and let's go to recommended settings. Okay, inside recommended settings, we are going to have pictures of settings that the creator recommends for certain computers. Okay, so this will be for low-end computers, mid and high-end computers. Okay, so for about 3 types of styles of computers, which there is low, mid, and high. Okay, so right now we're looking at the low. This is if you have less than 6 gigabytes of GPU memory. Okay, the maximum recommended settings for the screen type, you want to have your resolution at window borderless. The resolution, you want to have yours at 1920 by 1080. VSync on, reflection MSAA at ×2, and grass quality on high. Okay, then you have your advanced graphic settings. You want to make sure that your extended distance scaling is off. That equals minimum, and then all other settings use same as you was using before. Okay, they also have use performance boost guides from updates add-ons. Now let's go to the mid. The mid will have 6+ gigs of GPU memory, and your screen type is going to be window borderless, resolution 1920 by 1080, VSync on, reflection MSAA is ×4 instead of ×2, and the grass quality is on high. Extended distance scaling is still off. Okay, and for the high-end CPU or high-end computer settings, right here is the 12+ gigabytes of CPU memory. All right, so people that have like a 3060 or something around there and up, you will have your screen type on window borderless, and your resolution can be on 2560 by 1440. Okay, that's like what, 2K. And their VSync can be on. All right, extended distance scaling is still off. All right, so depending on what computer you have, you want to adjust your in-game graphic settings and advanced settings to these settings and these pictures I just showed you. All right, Now let's go back and you have your installation guide and your license agreement. So we're all done with the basement pack. So let's go back to our downloads where we had our basement pack and all updates. Okay. So when you join Patreon, you're gonna get all updates until that month that you have joined. All right. So I have all updates until last month, October. So let's go ahead and open up the all updates folder that you received. Inside that folder is going to be another folder that says 5 Real All Updates. Open that one up. And we're going to see somewhat of the same thing earlier from the basement pack. You're going to see an add-ons folder. Let's open that up. Your add-ons, you're going to have change density, which is another game config right here. You also have something for Quant V users. If you use Quant V, they have instructions in here as well. And then LA Revo satellite map, just in case y'all wanted a 4K or 8K map or something like that. You could also install that as well right here. LA vegetation, that's installed right here. We have an installer for that as well as an uninstaller. All right, and then you also have your LSPDFR that we explained earlier, and this will be where you can find your game config. All right, and they also have some information or an OIV package for LSPDFR vehicles as well. Okay. Let's go down and you have performance boost in here. Okay, so just in case after you installed it and you want a nice performance boost, you can go in here and install this as well. Read the README first. Okay. And going down, we have the widescreen radar fix. Okay, just in case you're having some problems with your radar and you have a widescreen monitor, you definitely want to check this out. Always read the text document before installing. And then down here, you will have your 5 Real graphics blur removal. Okay. And this is all included inside of the add-ons. All right. So moving on, we are going to go to the installation files. Okay. Open up the installation files right here. In the installation files, we are going to have all of our updates from the time that 5 Real and LA Revo started up until now when you join 5 Real's Patreon. You're going to have all of the updates, okay? So you want to start in order, all right? As you can see, there's a text document that says install all. These are just updates. There's some explanation in there as well. What you want to do is start with number 1. They are all going to be numbered in order, okay? Starting off with number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so start off with number 1. 1 is June to March. It's going to be in a folder. And these are all going to be in 4 parts. June to March, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Okay, so we want to start with part 1. Always go in order. Start with part 1. Drag and drop that over to open forum. Select install. Select mods folder and select install confirm installation. All right, now these are some big updates, so just be patient. They could take some time to install because these are all merged from June to March, from June of last year to March of this year. Okay, so just be patient with it. It might take some time to install. All right, but when that's done installing, just move on to the next part, which is part 2. Drag and drop part 2 and follow the same process. Once part 2 is done, then go to part 3. Once that's done, go to part 4. Once you have installed all 4 parts of June to March, we could go back and then go into the second one, which is April. Okay, April of 2022 of this year. You want to select that one, drag and drop that one over here to open forum. And then you're going to select install, mods folder, install, confirm, installation. After that is done, you want to follow that same process in order and go to the next one, which is number 3. That'll be May. And you want to finish all the way down in order until you get to October. Okay. So once you have all of your updates updated, we could go back and then we could go into our real graphics optional. You could go into that right there, real graphics. So if you wanted some graphics and everything, or wanted to look, put a little extra graphics into your 5 Real, you can go ahead and install this as well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and install this also because I like the graphics as well too. So you want to just select the OIV package and simply drag and drop it to open for and install. Press install, press mods folder, and then install confirm installation. They also have some presets as well, reshade presets. For reshade, you have to install reshade first in order to use the reshade presets, and you also have EMB. Okay, so the EMB, they also have the main files for EMB, so you have everything you need from EMB right here. And they also have some presets, some FBS friendly preset, a movie preset, and a ray tracing preset. All right, so just in case you weren't interested in using these presets, they're all right here for you. The next one down and recommended is Realism script. Okay, this is the Realism script that gives us the HUD and allows us to eat and go inside different hotels and apartments and sleep. I mean, the Realism script is packed with a lot of stuff, and it's highly recommended. I would say that I would definitely require you. I would definitely use this as a requirement. You know what I mean? Not recommended. I think that you really need Realism script because it really finishes off 5 Real and gives you the full experience. Okay, so without Realism script installed, you really don't get the full experience of 5 Real. So make sure you install Realism script. Let's go ahead and open it up. Inside Realism script, we're going to have 2 text documents and a OIV package that says Realism script. We're going to drag and drop this OIV package right here into Open4. Boom. And select install. And for this one, the mods folder is unhighlighted, which means that you cannot choose the mods folder. The Realism script goes directly into your game folder. So always select game folder when installing Realism script, as you're only going to have that option. So select game folder and then select install confirm installation. Once that is all done, we are done we are done installing this right here. Let's go back. All right, we have all of our updates installed, and now I am going to install November update. By this time that you're watching this, you won't have a single update for November. It's just that I didn't have the full update package for November to include November. Okay, so this one right here, don't worry about this one because you're only going to have these 2 right here. Okay, let me just move this one out the way. You're only going to have these 2 right here. Okay, so after we are done installing all of the updates, we are all good to go from here. There's one thing I want to go over. Okay, now there's a lot of people that express that they have some troubles with yellow roads. Okay, yellow roads is caused by graphic mods. Okay, a lot of graphic mods have presets and stuff like that to kind of bring out certain things in the game. All right, so this is where you want to go. You want to go to program. You want to go to manage 3D settings. All right, manage 3D settings is right here. You want to open up your NVIDIA control panel and select manage 3D settings. All right, and then when you have that open, you want to come over here and select program settings. Then you want to go to select the program to customize, and you want to find your game, which is GTA 5. You're just going to open up the drop down menu and find your game. Once you select GTA 5, you're going to have all of your settings down here. Okay, a lot of these settings you're going to recognize from the in-game graphic settings in the menu in game. All right, so this is the one that we want to change. It's this one right here, anisotropic filtering. Okay, anisotropic filtering. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but you see what I have highlighted. You want to get that one, and you want to come over here and select the drop down menu, and you want to select 16 times. Okay, 16 times. All right, and that's it. That's all you want to do. You want to make sure that you open up your NVIDIA control panel, select manage 3D settings, then go to program settings, find your game, and then find anisotropic filtering and set it to 16x. After you do that, scroll down right here where it says apply and select apply. All right, once that applies, the apply button will disappear. That's how you know that it is done applying, and we can exit out of this. Now we can run the game. All right, as soon as you spawn inside of the game, you will see that the effects are ready. As you can see in the background, you see the Pepsi building. Right now, I'm in the middle of a mission. We're going to do a heist and everything. But we do have some new clothes and stuff for Franklin, as well as stores and everything like that. I have tons of videos of me exploring the whole 5 Real Los Angeles city, and also exploring the updates and the features in these updates. I will link all of those down in the description. All right. As for the yellow roads, what you want to do is pause, go into settings, and then go down to graphic settings, and scroll all the way down to the bottom until you get to anisotropic filtering, and you want to set that to X16. Okay, you want to set that to X16. Once you do that, go ahead and confirm the changes, and you're all good to go. But yep, that will do it for right now, man. If this tutorial helped you to install it, or if you just enjoyed the video, feel free to smash that like button for me. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share the video with y'all friends that are in the modding GTA 5, y'all. This is Games and Graphics. Me and Big Ball and that's Frank and Michael and everybody in this room. We out here till next time.
Apply to the staff. The customers are to be calmly subdued. I want one guy on crowd control while you are. Yeah, come on, get in. Paige, you're in the truck with the bikes, everyone else with me. Gus, Eddie, I need you in the back of the van. Franklin's driving, I'm in the passenger seat.
Hey!
All right, listen up. The four of us in this van, we're about to become accomplices in a major crime. I gotta be able to trust you with my life, my liberty, my reputation. Same goes the other way. A crew will only work when there's trust. So, in the interest of fostering that type of relationship in the short time we've got, let me introduce myself.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.